Give me a camera to flirt with, an Oscar, I deserve it. The lights, the fame, the press, this game I play it every day.
And hello everyone, it is Peter Sam, the Narrow Gauge Engine here. Music is a gateway to the soul, as some famous person with loads of money once said. In Thomas, this is still true, as I still go about my dog walks and day-to-day travels with Thomas songs on my headphones, enjoying the sights and trying not to let the impending stress take over my body. But which of these songs accomplish this the best? That is what we shall be discussing today. Again, no criteria. Songs made for specials, standalones, even the engine roll call can make it onto the list, even though the engine roll call is fucking nowhere near it. But yeah, let's begin. Here are my top 10 favourite Thomas and Friends songs. I hope you enjoy. Number 10, Buffer Up and Share. Listen, I may be the only Thomas fan in history to put this song in their top 10, but I will do so with immense pride for myself, as this song, it's quite a banger. It just gives off this very chill vibe that relaxes me, and I quite like that. I also grew up on this one, considering it was in one of my DVDs as a kid. I believe it was Together on the Tracks, I think. Every time I hear it, I get such fond memories of watching it in awe as a child. Yes, there is probably better hit era songs that I could have chosen, but oh well. This one sticks out to me for the memories, and I think that's what's more important. Number 9, there's No Place Like Home. What do we get when we mix together Christmas and 2010's girly pop? This song, of course. Now, I don't really have a defined genre I like more than others when it comes to music. If it's good, if it's catchy, if I can't stop listening to it until it makes me physically ill, then you've got a really good song in my opinion. But if I did have to pick a genre, it'd be 2010's girly pop, and this song revels in it. By the way, the standard for girly pop, it doesn't have to be a woman. Just saying, it just has to be fun and cutesy. That's the vibe. It's not specific to just female singers. Plus, I love Christmas. Who doesn't? So this combination really appeals to me. Are the lyrics a bit one note? Sure. But at least they're better than the lyrics of the Island song, which just felt like it was chatting out of its arse for 3.5 minutes. And that's why that song is not on this list. Shocker. It's so mid, man. Like, it's so overrated. There's No Place Like Home just enjoys itself and doesn't try to be more than it actually is, and that I can appreciate. Number 8, Streamlining. Definitely a choice that feels surprising, considering that I don't like The Great Race at all. Arguably, it's worse than Day of the Diesels and Misty Island Rescue because it just doesn't have that Miller-like aesthetic that I am nostalgic for, and therefore I really don't have much of a connection to it anyway. Objectively speaking, it probably is still better though. And one of the reasons for that is this song. It is the best of the special. The wordplay with the lyrics is fun, and the upbeat vibe to it always puts a smile on my face. I think when Mattel tried to make their Thomas specials into musicals, they were heading down a good path, to be fair. Thomas specials have always had songs, but they really leaned into it with The Great Race and Jelly Beyond Sodor, and I'm glad they did because we get pure over-the-top nonsense like this song. Thomas dreams of being streamlined, that is the whole premise of it, and from that they made such a visually and audibly powerful bop. Number 7, Accidents Will Happen. From a surprising choice to a completely obvious one, if you're in my generation and you enjoyed Thomas, you definitely watched loads of Crash compilations or remakes with this song in it, didn't you? And that's the beauty of this song. It takes the most iconic part of the show and makes it into an audibly enjoyable experience, with the music perfectly encapsulating the crashes themselves. It does so incredibly well with its build-up that when we get to the chorus, it feels like such a satisfying allotment of sounds, all harmonising brilliantly. Put simply, it's iconic. Number 6, He's a Really Useful Engine. There are a few versions of this one, and I personally mean all of them, because they're all uniquely exciting. The Tatma version is so fantastical and whimsical, with the lyrics simply being an ode to Thomas. The version heard in The Adventure Begins adds a more cinematic and powerful quality to the song's skeleton, taking it in a completely different direction. And if there's another version that I'm somehow forgetting, then that one's probably good too. But again, I just think they're both simply too iconic to place one above the other, so they're both staying on the list here. This list is a top 11 now, so you're welcome. Number 5, The Red Balloon. Now this for me is what the Island song should have been, because this one is serene, impactful, it made me almost cry, it's slow, melodic, and just hits home for some reason, and the ending of it. Man, I was almost broke, it almost broke me, I was almost in tears. I held on though, because I have the rare power of regulating my emotions. I mean, realistically, what is there to say other than go and listen? Because I don't think I could really do it justice, and also I only put it as number 5, there's 4 more of these songs left to talk about, and I'm feeling a bit lazy right now. It's an aesthetical masterpiece that makes me want to cry. It's worthy of, at the very least, 5th place in my eyes. Number 4, Toby. I've grown fond of Toby recently. He's a sweetheart, and it doesn't help that Granny Sam loves him very much. Not as much as Cranky, but almost. It is a good, like, 2nd place. So, a song about Toby, which uses his character theme as the instrumental, gets some big points. It's also full of true statements, as we do still care about you. True. The world's much nicer whenever we see you. True. It's just a great way to appreciate Toby, in my opinion, and again, makes me a bit emotional. Unlike the Red Balloon prior though, there's way more to it than that, because it is about a character, and there's many facets to this character, like his backstory, his personality, and how much the fans love him, and the song nails all of that, and it's only number 4. I know, shocking. The next 3, however, are just too nostalgic, and they just have too much sentimentality to ignore, and they're all also from Thomas specials, so there's that. Number 3, Go Go Thomas. The first of these 3 is from a special that means a considerable amount to me personally, with that being Go Go Thomas from Hero of the Rails. It's possibly the catchiest song of the list, and there's this boisterous yet suave energy about it that's very infectious. Yes, the lyrics are repetitive as all hell, and yes, it doesn't actually play during the feature of the special, so you have to go to the extras menu, and even then, the full version isn't there, but god damn it, it's still enjoyable nonetheless. I will never not love it. Number 2, Blue Mountain Mystery, the song. Originally this was my number 1, but once I remembered that the number 1 pick does indeed exist, which I know is a shocking thing to say, I couldn't not pick it. So this song got relegated to number 2, but by god, it's still a full S tier track. Unlike the others though, there is a specific moment I can pin down, which makes it number 2. Without it, I doubt it'd be on the list, in spite of it still being catchy. Like, this song, realistically, it's nothing too much to write home about, but then we get to the hey whoa bits at the end, where the vocalist just harmonises so perfectly, that it just, I don't know, it's just one of those notes that hits you, like, right where it needs to. It scratches that very particular itch. It's the best way to end a Thomas song that I've heard, and it just leaves me wanting to listen to it once again so I can get to that bit and have that moment again. As I said, the rest of the song is still enjoyable, but without the hey whoa section, I think it would at least be like further down the list. And then number 1 is Thomas, You're the Leader. The great discovery since my film ranking in 2023 has gone up my list a bit more than it was before. Now, I'm not saying it's directly because of this song, but it absolutely does help. This song, otherwise known as the roll call rap, is brilliant as it's quite simple in concept but fun in execution. We can just list all the characters from the hit era who actually did anything and belt out about how Thomas works in the morning sun whilst having fun, and boom, it's an enjoyable song. It completely works. I think what helps it more though is that this was the last fully model thing, I do believe. I'm not sure if Engines and Escapades came out after this or not. Either way, this was completely before Season 12 appeared and completely bored me to death, whilst being the closest thing to locomotive body horror outside of Shed 17. So having us go out on what some would class as the model era on this note is quite powerful, and there's a layer of bittersweetness within this song because it feels like an ending. And well, it does come at the end of the special as well, so that quite helps. There is just this finality about it that really is infectious. Context can be powerful, and for Thomas, You're the Leader, it was so powerful that it tipped it over to being my favourite song of the franchise. So, how did you like those picks? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would your list look like? Let me know all of that fun stuff down below, and tomorrow we're talking epic episodes, specifically my 10 favourites, possibly the most hyped video of the bunch by you guys, and I'm excited for you all to see it. Until then, however, I've been Peter Sam, you've been you, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.